You're saying the play is going on in darkness, so we don't have to see, so we don't see the characters, but we still hear the. Oh, sorry, I okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, you're just saying we don't see much, and then he's getting to the chair. I forget what happens in the chair though. Is that like, what's the chair? Right, and then he's put into a chair. Is that where he's ultimately chopped? Okay, yeah, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, and now he's fucking a vampire, right? No, he's been a vampire. We gotta figure that part out too. Is everything he's made into his, but his chest is chopped after he becomes a vampire. That's what I thought. Okay. Okay. So I think that so all making sure we have is, do we have him fucking, do we have Nay and him having an interaction in the kiln, and then him and Ja or Good, whatever we're officially calling him, having an interaction in the kiln? Cool. And like a one. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I like this. Hey, how about this? So we don't even need to essentially show that Nay is in the kiln, or we can, but we can leave that ambiguous somehow, or at least obfuscate that. And I just the idea that he's all at once in and out of the kiln, and that's the that's the moment that, which isn't really a moment at all, right? Because it's all messed up. That Jaws coming in to see what's happened and then also save our main character. Like that really helps it. The fact that he's both in and out of the kiln. Is that what you're saying? From inside the kiln, it sounds like he's outside. From outside of the kiln, it sounds like he's inside of it. Something like that. You know what I mean? Man, it'd be sick, man. Yeah, for sure. Well, I like that. Give me 1 second. Turn my attention over to it. And, I'm not even looking at the document right now. 1 second. I mean, it's open, but I'm not. In fact, I'm just. I always update my. I have like a pin post on Facebook where I update the stream link, and then I post about it on my story. But like, just like a post like, "Hey, I'm streaming." I'm not gonna be like begging people to come in to look at the document this early. The only one that's really come in, I think, is my buddy Al so far. But I wouldn't be surprised if more start to. Yeah. 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 Ah. Yeah. Right. In the same instance that C agrees to have what happens to him, he also is saved in that same instance. Yeah. Good. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Can you move a second? Jess is just when. Hey, Brian. Brian, Jess is calling me. 1 second. Hey, what's up? I'm actually not hungry, and I have pizza rolls that I made in the air fryer and eat. I love it. Okay, I love it. I love it. All right. I said okay, but I wasn't like I wasn't like saying yes. I just zoned out. I was looking on the screen. I barely even remember what you're saying. I just knew you're talking vaguely about getting McDonald's, as in you're getting McDonald's, right? I wasn't trying. Okay, I didn't know if you were asking me, do you want me to get you something? And I just said okay. And then you were going to make those saying yes to something. Those, you know, I don't. I don't think. All right, bye. Like you said. All right. I think that everything's all set. 1 sec. What'd you say? Yeah, I have to eat. Apparently, I'll die if I don't. It sucks. I wish I quit eating. Like one of these days. Like, what if I was just like 16? I just said no more. You have to work. Hmm. Damn. Oh, where did you hear that? Yeah. 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 I want to hear more about that. I, I remember that guy who lived alone in the woods, and I think he got caught ultimately stealing from a cabin or something. But like that's what he was doing the whole time. He just like went out and started doing that. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. No, what is it? No, like what is it about?
Out there and just lives there through the winter
Damn.
for periods of time, and he
That,
usually shits in a pot in there.
you
He
what?
shits in a pot and
Okay.
puts it on the island. Yeah, just he does like weird shit to leave basically like a call sign.
Mm,
And they're chasing after him the entire time, but the whole movie through you get some clips of what that is,
mm.
and then why he became who he was. But it's kind of spiritual in a sense too, which is pretty cool.
That's fucking sick. I was just thinking before you said that that'd be the way to do it. Just figure out like helms that they're not in for long. You just need to know how to sit in the right spot so that if they did come home unexpectedly or like earlier
Yeah,
than you think, you could like still slip out or hide for a minute.
yeah.
I have to do that.
It's 2016 maybe.
I might have to do
It had is that Pete Davidson?
what?
Oh, Rami Malek, not Pete Davidson. Rami Malek.
What'd you say? What are you looking at?
The movie.
Hmm. That's looking here. Actually, I didn't even hear the words you said. What's it called?
Buster's Malhart. I don't know if there's an actual
Buster's
chat.
Malhart.
Yeah.
Brian, did you ever play any Borderlands? Just a random question.
Oh yeah, I played all the Borderlands.
All of them?
Hmm.
Have you played three? Because that's the only one that I haven't.
Yeah, the writing. They lost a lot of their writers before
Well,
they did three, so the storyline's kind of
in
game's
my
great, but
in my opinion, the storyline writing's been great for the three that I've played, which are all but the pre-sequel. But the writing
yeah.
has gotten worse game by game significantly. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
not surprising. But yeah, they're great.
yeah.
They are
They
great.
didn't go like full woke, but they put way too much attention on like the one character. They killed off some people in like a shit ass way,
Mm.
and yeah, shit ass yeah. It was terrible. It was really mad.
Oh,
Like if you can play through it, like there's decent jokes and everything in there.
hmm.
Um,
No, it's fun and I laugh heartily a lot. It's really
oh
good.
yeah. Oh, and the gameplay is great. Like all the sliding and the climbing and everything that and
Yeah, it's good.
beautiful. The ridiculous amounts of guns, all the DLCs and stuff are sweet.
Yeah, the DLCs are something else. I never played. I have the ones for Borderlands One. I haven't played them yet. I'm gonna play that one again as Mordecai very soon. Anyway, Rami Malek, I wanna see his stuff because he has that. Like I kind of like I like Jake Gyllenhaal and I like Ryan Gosling, and I like Bradley Cooper. I think there's like a look of person that I tend to like when it comes to actors, and so I
Oh
probably
yeah,
would like Rami Malek too. He seems to have that same style or whatever.
yeah. He's got. Was he in the
That Mr. Robot was
Mr.
one I
Robot?
never saw. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Robot. Yeah,
Yeah, he was also. Yeah, he was also in Mr. Robot.
that was one of the
So
coolest
he
things ever.
plays. Yeah,
I've only seen clips, but it's pretty fucking good. It's pretty fun to
Mr.
watch.
Robot.
Yeah, this one where he's like a super good with computers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's really sick. All right,
They go on a takedown mission. They write it really well. There's twists and turns that you don't even expect. And
oh, I bet.
you know, you do expect, but it's you know it, but you know the character doesn't know it. And you're like, gosh, yeah,
yeah.
it's
Th-
it's solid.
There have been two or three shows in my life that like I can only take it in small doses because it's so fucking like it's like too good to me or something like that and I don't know if you've watched The Good Place, but that show might be pretty fucking phenomenal. That show is pretty good. I wouldn't have watched it if not for Jess because it's it's female lead. You expect it to be like made for chicks, but it's very good. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But oh wait, why bring that up? Oh, just saying, Mr. Raw was one of those shows though that like just hit me that hard from like even just a small amount of clips I've seen. It's just so like compelling and interesting.
Oh no.
Pulls you in.
A jelly cat? What is a jelly cat?
Right.
Oh, I thought it was like an edible, like a massive gummy bear. Mm. Why are they called jelly cats? Is that a toilet paper with a face? I'm not your supervisor. You make adult money. No. If you make a massive collection, you buy like 40 of them all at one time, you litter the entire couch with you. Every time I gotta sit down, I gotta like scooch a spot. Maybe. Unless oh, no. Okay, alright, so here's the final. No, no bunnies, no rabbits, no small critters, and hamsters, are political sorts. That's adorable. Oh, Christian,
Oh,
check out my TV microphone.
oh, that's awesome. I've seen those. I've wanted one of those. Is it cheap or
At
something?
Walmart for $5. They're made of metal.
Wow, that's so
Can
cool.
I get it to work on my computer? Fuck no.
Wait, did you get it to work?
No. That's
You're pretending.
yeah. I'm just pretending, just acting at this point.
Good. That's good.
Yeah. So you didn't catch any of that because it's not plugged in.
Ah,
Yeah. If I plug it in, I gotta plug it in the back. There's something messed up with the front audio jacks. I've tried to fix it like 3 days in a row, but I figure,
oh, I'll tell you what. Here's the easiest thing in the world. I'm serious. You ever hear of IV cam? Well, I guess you need access to an iPhone, an Apple product. It might no, maybe they have it for Android as well. Let me check. They might have IV cam
yeah.
for Android.
No, I mean I can set up I can set up a stream off my tablet. I realized, so I could set the tablet underneath the computer and then set up a stream off of that if I really wanted to.
Okay.
But for some reason,
Because for a microphone on its own, IV cam seems to work. I don't know if it would though. Oh, maybe not actually. Maybe not. I'm dumb. Well, no,
I got so many microphones, it's ridiculous. And I could probably get this to work if I plug it into the back of the computer, but
yeah.
long cord.
Well, you can use IV cam as a microphone, which is just an app. That's all it is. You just download the app on your computer and on your. But I don't know what device you're on anyway. What do you want?
But I figured it's kind of funny to be using a microphone like this and then be able to like have it away from my hand and away from my face, and it doesn't change the audio at all.
Right.
Because it's not real.
Yeah, I'll pretend I'm talking. I'll pretend I'm talking to you on the phone, which is really funny because you're not holding a phone.
No, you're like playing like this.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude.
Oh,
I've changed this to banana next. We just don't even mention it. We have a whole conversation like that. That'd be great.
right.
It'd be funny if we could actually
Sounds
do
good.
that. If you and I just did this at the same time, and then we just heard each other.
Yeah.
Man, that's funny.
Well, I'm getting a message.
For sure, dude.
Selling all of the stocks.
What's that?
Selling all of the stocks. Yes.
Good. That's funny, man. Selling all.
No,
You have to. I'm glad that you were doing such important business on that vape, Brian.
it's extremely important. And the giant with the 10.
What was that?
I mean, and then I could probably also like download the actual things, like stuff that I could use this camera, which actually has like motion tracking. Which
Oh,
is
that's the motion tracker one. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you need? Like, is it called a Cline? I don't know what it's called, but like, you need like an app on your computer for it to transfer.
It's yeah. Well, I got it downloaded on my phone, my tablet, so I can like just be sitting there on my phone,
Yeah.
and be taking and like having people take photos of me. It's actually just fucking. But
The live streaming's been so fun, and I recommend anyone doing it because even because it's the easiest way to save hours and hours of like you doing like your work process, which is like a because it just posts and you could just it just goes there, it doesn't take up any memory or anything like that, you know, which is just it's so fucking good. And then someone might pop in, you know, and so it's like just the best thing in the world. In fact, I'm not even keeping an eye on the one that I'm doing right now, but I assume we wouldn't have had any viewers yet. We are at 0 views. Woo! Yeah, we probably won't get anyone, especially with it being this late. That is good with me. It's probably best today that that goes that way anyway. I don't want to get a lot of people, but I don't want to not post that I was out. That I was doing it. I'm trying to basically do it every day if I can. I think that's the only way to get. Yeah, I think it's the only way to get it rolling. You know. Anyway. What? Oh, I had a question. So, what are we? Do you want to? Because I know we either have to have the TV turn off or. Okay, there we go. I see. Double claps to turn off.
oh yeah. Okay.
I put it on a clapper. Yeah, that'll work. And see, it would be really funny. I hope that that we get to a point where the audience just keeps doing it anyway.
And I like that too because the later thing where he goes to tell the story, the entire audience has to clap in unison all at one time.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to get the audience to clap in unison all at one time to be able to get Nay to bite.
Yeah.
See the second. So until the entire one clap, does the transition of the story go further?
How about this? We'll have to have.
But that also kind of ties into the fact that the TV's on a clapper.
Right. What if we had more than one moment in the play? This is my just next suggestion. It could be a bad idea. Just spitballing. But just basically like we need some vehicle for making sure they understand. We should make sure that at some point. Oh, triple claps. Wow, it's funny. He's doing it over and over again. The same way you're already ahead of me. Yeah, just basically we have to make sure that we pound it in for them. I wonder if we should pound in a single clap every time though, so that whenever the scene finally comes, they just know, just like earlier. Like I don't know, but we could see. We might not need all that, or we might not need that for them. It might.
Have Evil tried to get the audience to do a single clap to get the TV to turn off?
Yes.
I figured we could have someone
come out with not to get the TV turned off. I'm just saying that we have more than one moment in the play where that thing happens. We're turning a TV where it like it doesn't. Well, I don't know. Then that sounds like. What are we gonna do?
Well, I figured it'd be kind of funny for them to fumble and fuck around because that's the thing that's going to make that important part of the transition go on.
I'm basically saying I don't want them at the end to be doing for the clap unless that would be funny that they fuck it up every time. I don't know. That actually would be funny.
Because Nay would have whoever's playing Nay is going to have to like go at it as soon as try to hit the same time that the clap hits.
Ah, right.
So if he fucks it up, he's gonna. If the audience fucks it up, then he's got to somehow play it off as that. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the climax of the play. That's good, man.
And my jaw. And
Yeah. Yeah.
well, yes.
Twisted my ankle type thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Good, man.
And if it goes on for too long, the audience can't do it, then he does the single clap and then bites him. You know,
all right.
because he's got the power. Well, he's kind of got the same power
Yeah.
that will have.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Yeah, I like that. I didn't read anything from the. Do we have anything for the van? And I mean, it's not a big deal if we don't.
Oh, the van
You-
scene?
okay. Yeah, that's the one part where, which, yeah, that's fine. We should get that worked on too. I just wanted to look. And then, yeah, how's the time though? Yes, we have some decent stuff for that. And then you just took some stuff in from, yep, the axe, and then okay, well that's good because this all works. Scene comes off the chopping block.
Oh, and then did you see? So what ties in Callie just kind of fucking zonking out
Yeah.
is terrible. That is, I can make that sound. Is above that in the woods at the end. He pulls out a like a doll,
Okay.
and you hear kind of in the overtones of everybody. You hear Helena, Nay, and or better yet, Callie as well. Kind of all their voices kind of trip in as he pulls the thing out
Okay.
over top, which is what starts to freak him out a little bit more.
Wait, what part of
And
this?
this is, and when he's talking about, all right, bow, 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 bow. Live. All right, on the Discord, I got it highlighted. I don't know what page number that is. But it's after the not one thing things, Creighton's figures faint glimpses of collective gorging globs of esoteric flesh. But he's basically, ripping them up on saying that things are watching him. He says, you can traipse across, um, yeah, things they'll never do anything but with kinds that taint the water that overflowing into it. What a river it is. You can traipse across it if you hop daintily across the floaters. Though careful when one grabs you, it might know your name, and he pulls the doll out from like behind the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you hear Helena, Nay, and Callie kind of their voices kind of intermingling.
Good.
Just
Good.
in like a loudspeaker setup to
Yeah.
it starts to freak them out.
Yeah.
And he dunks the head down, but as he does it, he rips the head and the body apart, and streamers come out of it
Whatever. Yeah.
because it's a little puckled head.
Huh?
As he's talking about in the middle of the next line. So don't let them blame you or do. It's quite easy to deal with their head. It's quite easy to deal with when their heads plummet under below the water as you kick off to the next, or kick off to the next when you pull it apart.
Every consumed
You
soul.
learn with every consumed soul as he's holding it apart, and there's like red streamers in between it, and the voices are gone. So that's what freaks him out to take off.
Yeah. There you go.
It's because now he's hearing things, and
Yeah.
where else did he get this ding doll from?
We should see, and obviously, like keeping things reasonably doable is still good. But I would love to see what other like actual visual things we could add on going on in the woods. We can make that a much more abstract environment than we've really written anything in for yet. Because I mean, him doing that is cool in itself. I just wonder, and that those voices going out, I wonder if we can make it even more trip like. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you can have shadows
Up
in
in
the
the
background,
background,
making
every yeah,
and
all the
shit.
stuff we would need. Yeah, like anything just to make it, and to make this whole to just tie in the poetry with the visuals even would be really nice for the whole thing. That'd be very cool. I wonder if we could do something like that because I don't mind the length. I knew it wasn't the length I minded. It was just like not wanting to ask too much of the audience. But the way you've ended this is hilarious. Because them continuing to do it would be great. We could find a way to egg them on too, and then I like
Yeah.
it too because then you get this nice. The ending will stand out with just the lines. You get to just have that moment. It kind of makes the length perfect at that point. I think. I really like
Yeah.
that'll be good. And then with the Van Girl, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we just have to write that. I'm really excited to see that. I wrote stupid stuff. I see why I'm not a writer, but I didn't feel horrible
Yeah,
about
it fits well.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't feel horrible about it. I did my best.
The thing wrong is the sugar in your spit.
Yeah, that's what she says to him. Yeah, as if he
Yeah.
enjoys being wrong or something, is the thing I'm trying to figure out. he enjoys that hatred or that like punishment. He's a masochist, something like that. Because there was something that you said early on that I can't remember. I like misheard a line you said. No, it wasn't that. Oh, it was stupid. It was a stupid idea, but it stuck with me. Thinking of Connor and his name, and thinking of naming the main character Connor because he's always he's a con. And then I thought, well, that's funny, but even better, he's always like wrong. Like he's always contrary to what's right or something. Like he's always the con, which I
Mhm.
didn't think was like a bad thought. I mean, it's pretty. It's a stretch, which probably is part of why his name being Connor wouldn't have fit in any better with the play than Christopher. But
Yeah.
like it just I think even whenever you're trying to, you can really always find something in any idea, and that's what I found in that one. And that was what inspired that because whenever it wasn't because that was such like a great idea and like such a glorious thought for someone to put in the play. It was because the idea of him always being wrong stuck with me. I don't know why I like
Mhm.
that so much. It might be, and again, it's probably a bit of a stretch. Probably a bit. There's probably a that's not the point. Is that he's always wrong, but it does seem like, in my opinion, he cascades through the play trying to do his best and is always like humbled at every turn, even though he's not. Even though I don't think he's doing anything wrong. He's just literally just trying to figure things out. So I guess
Right.
that's what I meant. Like it would feel like he's wrong to everyone else's opinion. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how else to put that because it seems like he's losing at every turn. But again, it's a stretch. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a good writer, so so I'll leave it at
No,
that.
that's how you're right.
Yeah.
But the whole
Fine.
so the whole point where she zonks off, um,
Oh, you have some stuff here, right? I forgot about that.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Well, the whole
if I,
point
do
where she zonks off
you mind if I
is
hit the cigarette before I come back in?
yeah. No, go ahead.
All right, cool.
I'll work on that half end of this real
Right.
quick. Then.
There's a car. I can't wait.
It's a right sort of desk. Why you know?
hello.
Hola. Hola, señorita.
Ryan, I don't know when I brought
Muted.
or unminimize this tab, but you should how do I send a message in here, huh?
There's messaging in the
Yeah, in the doc. I'll figure it out later.
yeah.
But it's much shorter than it looks, and it's I'm pretty sure that's before Crowley started saying he's the beast, which is why I have an affinity for it. Um, and it's a lot shorter than it looks because most of it is like this whole like long poem he wrote. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. It's 4.5 page, not even 4.5 pages of large text, large spaced reading. So it's like a few minutes of reading, and it tells you everything that you would need to know. Honestly, that pretty much gives you the base of my. I can't lie, honestly. That gives you the base of my religious beliefs. If you look at that, you might really like. Yeah, that really does. I actually can't lie. I wish I could say it was something else. I mean, obviously, I consider myself one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but this describes more concisely how I tend to look at like maybe not God, but gods, if that makes sense. This gets you started with that side of what I believe, which I'm not saying that's why you should look at it. Just I know we have like similar beliefs. You'd like this thing a lot, and it's short. It's so easy to read. You should read that sometime.
Oh yeah.
It's really good, man. I haven't even read the poetry at the end. It's super long, and I just don't really care to. Maybe I will someday. But besides that, yeah, there's like 12 pages of poetry here, but like very little of actual writing that you can look at. Anyway, oh,
back
uh,
to Cali.
Evil's a homeless guy. What's up?
Yeah. So back to Callie in the van. After she says all that shit to see the second, he just says, "You're evil," and Callie freaks out and goes, "Evil's a fucking homeless guy in the woods,
Yeah,
sucking off the benefits of life, always tearing without, always tearing."
What's Zonks? Oh, she's Zonks.
Zonks. Yeah. So that coincides with him ripping the head off the doll.
Okay.
With the line she was giving, sucking off the benefits of life, always tearing without.
Okay. Jess is here, so I'm sorry. I probably should. I didn't know she's gonna be here so quick. Just give me another minute. I mean, we'll keep working. But I just have to like let her in.
Yep. All right.
Be back in a few minutes.
I
Sorry.
don't have to.
Um,
Let's see. What the? It is so much more frightening on things. Oh no, it's frightening. I can't believe that freaking video is still going strong on that song. This worse. Sad little snake.
I hate how well your voice does that. I don't know. It's a real fucking effort.
All right, I am back. Justice,
I don't.
Hi.
you can't see.
Oh, so don't let me steal them from you, darling.
What's that?
I said, don't let me steal them from you, darling. Okay. It was super gay there for a minute. I'm sorry. No. He didn't do it. That's in the context of the definition. That's in the design. It's in the woman is not in the way that I said. And you also just want to go.
You're done with the tech stuff that you're moving.
No. It was. Mm-hmm.
I realized when I call all my very nice family friends here, I was supposed to the bad.
Mm-hmm.
I just because of this. Well, I took credit for him to step over that. And so, I have told him to step over that. But then I was sharing with you with my feet. I feel like that's very honorable. To share with my friends. I really do know. I really know them better. I have 2 weeks to them, and my love that.
I can't stop eating things. I don't know doing this part.
All right. So we were on Callie's lines here.
Okay.
We're on Callie's lines, right?
Yeah. Oh god, I didn't think I had the microphone on there for a second. Right. Okay. So reiteration of Callie's lines. The last line she says is a callback to Evel in the woods ripping the head off the doll. Which is why she just passes out. Possibly.
Gotcha.
Right. Because she says sucking off the benefits of life. Always tearing without.
Gotcha. Wait, she puts the head back on?
Mm-mm.
What did you say? She takes it off?
The scene before, when See the Second runs out of the before See the Second runs out of the woods, she's one of the voices you can kind of hear out of the doll when the doll gets pulled up. So when he tears the head off the doll, you could consider her line talking about him being a fucking homeless guy in the woods, sucking off the benefits of life, always tearing without. That transition from earlier is him basically knocking her out.
Oh, you're saying it's kind of like a voodoo doll thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You could consider it like a voodoo doll point.
You've seen Salad Fingers before, right?
Yeah.
There's an episode like that that's secretly like that, where he so I'll get us too sidetracked, which is kind of funny. He has a conversation. It's very strange. Actually, I don't know if I can explain it without a visual aid. But it's basically like the same thing as what you're saying. Like there's a conversation that happens earlier, which is actually happening later. And so he's one side of the conversation at one point. Then later on in the episode, he's talking to fucking one of his dolls. You know, he has all those dolls.
Yeah.
And the doll isn't responding. But if you were to look back at at what Salad Fingers was basically, Salad Fingers having a conversation with like a pit, and the pit's not responding, right? And then Salad Fingers goes home and talks to the doll, and the doll's not responding. But what Salad Fingers said to the pit fits in with what the doll's responses would be in the conversation later. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Like he's saying the doll's lines before that scene comes up when the doll doesn't say anything at all. And if you were to match up the lines, if you match up what he's saying to the doll and what he's saying to the pit as a back and forth conversation, it fits. Is basically what's going on. I could show you it, but it's fucking. I just realized I have.
Yeah.
It'll be
similar to that. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. So he basically, he chose that. Yeah, and is it still going to be ambiguous if she dies?
Yeah, because at that point it would take you a second to kind of go, wait, did what she say mean that, or or did she just pass out because she looks like she's cracked out on some shit?
Right.
And did she die? Because the scene after that is basically he goes on top of the van saying something. Then the starlight scene that's in front of the van with the projector changes to basically like travel footage. And then we throw in some random scenes of like really weird art in between it.
Got you.
And one of the suggestions I had was the Goodwill painting animation that I had, which is basically a small character, like shadowed character throwing a body into a river.
Yeah.
Just making dodgeball throw like hints that just could have been that.
Yeah.
If you think it's that, why you think it's that? That's not what we meant. We didn't connect that directly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. I like that. I like that a lot. That'll be cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the thing with that part. Like, I don't know why I prefer that so much, but just I guess because she's supposed to be this like I mean, I could only where I can think of is gypsy, but I mean that as in like a traveling a nomad. She's like this like nomadic
Yeah.
person, you know what I mean? She's like this by the road, by no rules person, and so like
Mm.
that should be how it ends. That we don't really know what happens to her, in my opinion. I mean, I just have always liked that.
Yeah, we could have another like weird drawing or cartoon where like it looks like someone just like walking off from something. I don't. We're gonna fill that with weird art. We can throw some shady tangential like threads of what could be
Yeah,
in the art. So
nice click. Yeah, this is screen sharing good. Um, I mean, that's obvious. Let me see. Oh, I have to choose one of the windows. I can't just choose the desktop. I prefer that.
yeah,
I have to choose one of the windows. Yeah, I've seen that before. That's fine. Um, should be good. I mean, that's all I need. Go live. Yeah, I mean, not to get us caught up in this, but pause.
oh that's
Oh, because my
how it throws everything down in the bottom of the.
can you not see my screen? Can you see? What?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay,
This
cool.
reminds me, there's another one that's kind of like this, came out around the same time, called a black and white cartoon about roof tiling.
Mm, mm. Well, he goes and talks to this. It's a toilet. I thought it was a toilet. I couldn't remember. He talks to it and
Crikey,
he's
how long
saying,
has it been since I've seen you?
and then he starts saying,
I
"What do you
don't
mean? I understand. What do you mean?"
What is this? True, you've got the wrong bloke, Squire.
And then if you go on later, you take those lines that he just said, all these lines, and match it up with the conversation he has with this guy. It or am I fucking it up? I'm fucking up the order, but yeah, basically there's a conversation. Wait, how am I fucking that up? I'm positive. He talks to someone about deflowering his daughter. Maybe it's in a later episode then. I'm actually fucking it up. But I'm.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's right here. It's himself. Oh, that's obvious enough. Obviously.
Great war.
Oh, there it is.
I'm not one for accusations,
Yeah.
but
So these are the lines for the other half of the conversation.
I've seen
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Tailgating
Yeah, exactly what I
my
thought. Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah, he's talking to the doll. So the lines he says here are the other half of the conversation lines said here. That's all. I just that's what it reminded me of. That's cool, man. I like that. The director past the wall, dog sentimental ranting, there's discernible distress. Right? Yeah, the No Home Soul will work. I should do that at Jam soon. I don't think I'll be at Jam this Tuesday. That one I'm ready to do at Jam, so it'd be cool for you. It'd be cool if I could do it there and find like a good time, like where you guys could go there like right early on and see it here with the band.
Yeah, the jam session. What time?
9, but I'm not gonna go next Tuesday anyway. I'll just figure out
Oh, okay.
day that you guys can know about it. Or I'll record it, whenever I finally do it. Okay, street in front of the Fridge Club, right? Okay, and then we have this now. Copy paste goes down to where she's first vampirized. Oh, okay, cool. So basically, yeah, some add stuff there. Yeah, trying to think if we need anything. I'm just trying to think if we need to do anything else. I mean, we could add some basically a post credit scene, whatever we need to do. But I'm trying to think if we need anything else as far as the story goes after Helena finally takes out May. I think that's it. The party can kind of dwindle then, and then we'll make sure the last line of that song is sang. And I think we might have to separate the song, which is fine. I thought we might need to do that anyway. It'd be fine. But also, man, this could be really cool. Her killing him would be a very happy music going on in the background if we keep the music for Would You Stay playing. And it's not too long. It's actually not too long because they go out to the woods. She gets vampirized, and then we head back in for the death of Nay. So that would work. then we just need either one more verse or just the outro to the song at the very end.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if we need anything else beyond just refining what we have here to one, like, just script. Like, I mean, it's pretty much there. Just trying to think. Did we skip any scenes? So we even have some stuff for Vanguard. I think we might want to make that. I mean, obviously that's the part we have to make sure we have, obviously what's exactly going on, but beekeeper.
Yeah. No, that's. I mean.
Okay. We will probably need. No, we have a lot outside of the club. That would work. I mean, we have a lot out there. We should. We have the beekeeper. Well, that's fine. We have stuff there as long as we have material. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. Basically, the whole end of the van in the woods. He runs in on the treadmill. She's basically already in the van.
Mm-hmm.
He comes up. They talk about how he's like been performing for weeks, and kind of just razzing about it, and then she just chews in on him. He calls her evil. She points out that evil's a homeless guy in the woods, and then zonks out. Then he gets out because she's not responding, but he doesn't really check. And he just gets on the top of the woods. It's kind of like the transition of like the float that he's got going on in between when he went to see the woods and like this weird odd time span in between. It makes it kind of feel like it's been some length. And then with the travel transition of the van in the background with some art and shit float wall, that gives us into our intermission band.
Mm-hmm.
And the intermission band it's basically like he's traveling to go to the refrigerator because it's another place, and it was mentioned in the woods too.
Okay. Got you.
Because Evel mentions he wishes he had a refrigerator in the woods.
Got you. All right. Good.
So that kind of ties that back in there.
Yeah.
Backwards beekeepers, more to just give a little bit extra fun, and also it gives you an actual more solid transition to the end of intermission, since intermission's kind of like up in the air of whether it is.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff going on for the intermission.
Yeah. I would
but
I think I mean second concert intermission. Because it's second concert, I'll put in parentheses intermission. Because what we're doing is for the second concert, that's where the intermission is, right?
The second concert?
Oh, sorry, not second concert. Fuck. Okay. So they have
it's basically almost like a third.
Right, it's the concert outside of the fridge on the street. That's an actual intermission. That part. Yeah, exactly. So I'll just put it like this. Okay. Good. Yeah. And we're saying about because the beekeeper's gonna be a good cue for that as we're going into that. But I actually didn't think about that. We won't need much outside of that spot then if they get to get up and walk around anyway.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that I think the only scenes that I want to get literally more out of are the ones where we were writing in the first place, which keep it like a page each, because obviously then those are going to need more dialogue. But we have script for everything. Okay. Well, yeah, let's keep working. It's 1:02 right now. Just trying to think of anything specific I want to look at right now. I don't want to stay on too much longer. I know it wasn't a very long work session, but I'm glad I finally got on remotely.
No, it's good because we got to go through everything that I added in.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a random section towards the back end that I got to figure out why it's doubled up.
Yeah, I think it was just
copied it.
Yeah, I think it was just stuff I think I saw that maybe. I thought I saw some spot where it was like it looked like it.
Yeah, like the scene comes back of the chopping block, and then
that. Yeah, and then this will work. You're saying that what you want for the kiln is Nay. So somehow we're communicating that he sounds like he's both outside and inside the kiln. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the clap is when Nay bites him. And so we'll have, but in sequence in the play, like even though it's the chronology, like the actual time part is intentionally all fucked up and overlapping.
Yeah.
The actual sequence of how it plays out is still would have to be Nay vampirizes our main character, and then see the second, and then Jaw chops the chest of our main character. That's how those are the two scenes that play out. Yeah. And
Well,
those
they
both
might
have
need.
what?
I might need like a bit of dialogue from Nay when he's inside the film, like when his face shows up next to see the second,
Mm-hmm.
because he'll say something
Right.
outside the door to Ye to get the story started, which I think I would have him say, ask Helena about her tarot. And then she keeps pulling cards and they're all hearts. And then he goes, that's not right. Must be an emotional debug. Anyways, I have another story to tell you about this.
Whoa.
And you don't get to see the axe because he pulls out the axe to show people because it's an axe with a hand that talks. But since we're visually inside the kiln, you get to see that thing yet.
Okay.
And then he starts to tell the story about the axe, and May pops in. May's head pops up beside see the second. And maybe Ye will just say, do you want to hear what the story is?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then we'll have a Nay also mouth the same words at the same time.
Yeah. So and I mean we could do whatever we need to do. A second person who's somehow meant to look like Nay, but it's dark could work. And if it's the same voice, they get it. Glowing eyes in the dark. There's probably so many things we can do to make that visual because you want it to be in two places at the same time, essentially, right?
Yeah, but you're only really the only thing you can see on the stage at that point, because he could be mic'd up to talk over the loudspeaker before he pops in next to Nay's head.
Right.
And then when Ye asks if they know what the story is behind the axe, he could also say it at the same time.
To him,
And then,
you want to know what this
and then see the second. Yeah, then see the second will say yes.
Hmm. 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 It works.
Yeah.
Cool.
That sounds pretty good. All right.
This will work. That's very cool. All right. I'm trying to think of anything else that I need to ask any questions about though. Because I'm excited for the Helena part. Yeah, I just and maybe someone. Okay, yeah. Well, I do want to say what I need to think about is how the story is running between and behind the scenes of Would You Stay. I mean, I wrote the song, so I guess it's kind of going to be my task, which I'll figure that out. And then what was I going to say else? Oh, it'd be cool if we could figure out some kind of a little extra ending scene. It doesn't even have to set up anything. It doesn't have to be that important or anything like that. But it's like it's so much intensity. It'd be nice to have like one like nice thing. Something simple like the beekeeper comes back and has another scene or something. Like he walks into the party and he's late or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still
Yeah,
talking
because
outside.
I want to try to figure out some kind of some random dialogue, some kind of direction for what the axe head
Oh
the
yeah, the
axe head
axe too. Yeah,
is
we'll
going to
have
say.
the axe.
Because why not make it partially included into some weird
Yeah.
chain of the whole thing.
I want the axe to sing a verse. I don't know if that's crazy. I
Oh
want the
yeah,
axe to sing one of the verses. What'd you say? I think I might have chosen a verse if I didn't already. But I'll check.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that'd be fun. I want to know. I wanted to sing the first verse. That was what I chose. I wanted him to sing the first verse. So he comes out and the music and the verse starts is what it is because he comes out and then that song begins, right? And he has.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah.
I wanted the axe introduced to start the song. That's what I want. And it's a super easy song to sing, so pretty much anyone can do it. Cool. All right. Oh, this is an idea I just kind of barely have. The more now actually that I'm thinking about it, I might like it. You know our whole thing about the joke with the cross. There's this debate, and you know, it's like, was Jesus crucified like this or like this? We're like, he was crucified like this,
Yeah. He's missing a hand. He's crucified like this.
right? With the whole Stavros thing. Well, cross then refers to both that torture device, but also the one that was just. What if our main character was wearing because just because Would You Stay, the song mentions like necklace cross, we could have him wearing just basically a little obelisk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little like straight bar as a cross, and be so subtle, no one would identify that he's wearing a cross or anything like that. And
It
then
could look like a nail.
yeah, and like a subtle nod to like what happens later to our character in the second play, to that character to Ye in the second play when he's eventually crucified. So I think that that'd be cool to add in. I just thought of that because that's mentioned in Would You Stay. And I was trying to think if I should change that lyric or not. I think it just make more sense for him to have
one of the arms taken off of it, so it's just like a line with one man
and
off
a
the
small,
side.
the same size as your typical necklace cross, but like no one would realize what it is until the second play. And it would be like, oh, kind of like interesting. Like, I think it'd be cool for people who are being observant to realize that's what he's wearing. I like this. I think this will. Yeah, I mean this will all work. I'm just trying to think of one thing I thought of. Oh yeah, just the other thing I thought of is. Oh well, first of all, I don't think you don't seem too into the idea of Jeffrey being the. Oh, I still have my screen casting.
Oh, that's fine.
But you didn't seem too into the idea of Jeffrey being the lead. Does that not sound like a fit to you? Yeah. Because the funny thing is that I pictured C the second as I didn't picture him looking like Jeffrey at all. But when I thought about the music, he could do it extremely well, and that kind of I don't know, that kind of was interesting to me. And then I realized how soft and kind of like pretty a lot of the music is. Just think about it. But if you really don't want that decision, then we won't make that decision. I think he'd be the right for the role. I really do. But I'll think about it too. Maybe I should sleep on it.
I think it'd work because I mean we have our characters basically transition the way they look and act as soon as they transition into vampirism. So
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We would just the only thing that we need to tie up then. And here's the thing: we do need that same main character from the first one to play in the second one, and so it makes more sense for it to be someone who couldn't even. It doesn't. Well, I'm not saying it doesn't make. It's fine. It's actually necessary that a different actor plays Zion, even at the point of the first play. It's actually necessary. And so I would have imagined them looking pretty similar, but we could figure something out.
I mean, the complete disposition of like the difference of like the character difference that they
and even still, even if we don't figure that out, starting the second play with a different actor as who we know Zion to be, isn't a bad like we could have what I guess what I imagine is, could we do something to Jeffrey's look to truly make him look like a good Zion? Because the thing is I thought I wouldn't have ever thought of that, but whenever I finally let myself think about it, I went, well, no, because he's not gonna rap. He's not gonna sing fucking Dracula. You know what I mean? Fuck a bitch and then I beat the blood out of her. You know, like no, like it's not gonna happen, dude. But there's no rapping for him in the first play. There's Pale, which is kind of like that, but it's not like it's actually Nay sings that. Nay sings that. So yeah, there's no rapping from the first play anyway. So I think that as long as we can imagine him just looking vampiric, that's all that's required. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I want to give it a day or two to think about it too. But I think I'm about reaching the amount of time since I told Connor like I'd give him like I'd wait a certain amount of time, just sit on the role and not offer to anyone else. I told Connor that I think I've about reached that amount of time anyway. So I would call Connor again and make completely sure he doesn't want it once we have a more refined script that I can show him. And then if Connor doesn't want it, I might, and I haven't thought of anyone else, I might ask Jeffrey. Anyway, what else then? I think that's all. Yeah. And then all I said is that we could see if we could have a scene after the Helena thing. Oh, how much is Evel in the play? Because I want to make sure we have enough of him. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. What about Evel being in the play?
Yeah, he's in there because he's in there for the woods. Does he show up in the background at all for the second concert?
He's in the of the second concert.
Okay.
Like
Good.
he can show up in the background of the second concert. If
Yes.
you can,
Back to the console, see him in the woods, and then he'll be at the House of Time once they come out of the kiln. Yeah, that's awesome. And he might witness the Lucy thing. I don't know if everyone witnesses that or what happens there. I guess we'll have to figure that one out. But yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad he's in that plenty. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone has time. Oh, yeah. Do we have the scene where Ye starts to realize things? We have a song for that scene. That might be one we have to kind of plot in here somewhere. Because we know he knows what's going on by the time the House of Time hits, or he finds it out in that scene, and it's all type of
yeah, that's basically what I have in it right now. Is that he mentions that he's been remembering some things.
Okay. We
Um.
well then I wonder. You know what we could do? Where is it? Where is that part?
What page that is?
Because I would love to have a scene specifically for when and how he starts to figure things out. I mean, and it could be anything. But we need something. Yeah, we just need something. And my only thought is it would be cool if after the intermission, instead of just going straight through the fridge, the next scene that opens up is inside the house for a second.
Yeah. Well, so when they go through the fridge,
it makes it
it's
peaceful
gonna
to start that scene for that like act 2 type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
When they go through the fridge, I figured we had this like this mid-stage like door built with a transition to be able to go left and right, whatever. And that's useful through the whole play. But when they go through the fridge, black lights pop on, and the sides of the walls that were hidden in the dark are now like warpy and weird. And they got some like portal type stuff going to it. And then the fridge is in front of that, so now they're going through that to go to the fridge.
Yeah.
And there's a line about do I go left or right, and someone's like, it doesn't matter, you'll get there either way.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you? That's
and
cool.
then,
Where do you have stuff about Ye figuring stuff out? Then where is that?
So at the beginning of the House Out of Time section, points of conversation. It was going to be before he pushed him into the kiln, but then I kind of moved it around, made it after. And in Conversations in the Dark as Ye now entertains a new crowd in the dark of the stage. Ye starts to talk to the others in the party. The double of man was living in the woods out back, stole my old couch, it's crunchy and ruined from the wet holes everywhere in it. Path left is perhaps the path right before it's making binding of wards.
This is where your cursor is too. Oh, I see. Okay.
There is something. Hold on, it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, there's all this. There's all these. Yeah, there's these lines here. This is Ye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
right here.
Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm starting to remember a lot of things I had come to know before. Sometimes the things come back better with things, like artifacts. Yes. Take this deck of cards. There's a game you can play called Canon, where the royals surround the board not all at once, but they pop in more. You continue along, you calculatedly assassinating each one with a precision strategy that fits like a key to their rank. And then I was going to put the tarot card story in there from that. And then it was going to go. There's also a story there. Here, let me tell you. Tarot, which is where you read that. And then now Helena, pull some cards. I'll read your tarot. Keep pulling. Well, that's not right. All hearts. This must be emotional debug. Never mind. I have another story. It has to do with this axe. And then that's the whole intro to it. Little scraggly.
Good. No, it's good. And it's
and I feel like the bits that I had before it, because I wrote that part after I had those bits before it and then moved those.
I'm just saying, I think there should be a part where he specifically starts to figure things out, and we have to make sure he's talking about realizing, like, not just to see the second as if he's already realized it. Like we need something like a little earlier than this or something. Is what I think. I think we need like something to happen in the House of Time, Out of Time, where Ye.
Yeah, I mean we can have a scene where we see
Like even right here, like we should focus to what Ye's doing in the house out of
Yeah,
time.
before he shows up and he's talking to the crowd about it, and then you see the second pops in, he goes, "Oh, you are not supposed to be here yet," because he's now telling people that he knows he's remembering things, and the fact that he's there, he's like, "Oh,
yeah."
Oh, no."
Okay, then I want to make sure that we know what's gone on in his head, what has caused him to start to spell things in the right order, start to see what's actually going on, like as in like
Missing his hand.
what? Oh,
He's missing his hand at this point.
But I'm saying that I think he knows that Nay is a vampire. He knows that Evel is a vampire, and he probably even knows what's about to happen to see the second. Is that not? I thought he had a point where he figured, yeah, because he's having the amnesia. Oh wait, no, yeah, he's having the amnesia cured. Well, then he wouldn't necessarily know about the vampirism because that happens after the amnesia. But he does know a lot of things. He knows the whole backstory of these characters he's not supposed to know. He knows what happened before, and he knows that something else has happened now. That's what he knows. Okay.
Yeah.
So when he's in the house at a time, for some reason he's starting to undo his amnesia. Okay. Maybe it is just through dialogue. Maybe just through talking to people at the party and what he's seeing with his hand and with whatever other details are like anachronistic. I don't know if you've heard that word, but that by the way, have you heard that word, an anachronism? Not an acronym, but this is a fucking good word for our play because one sec, screen sharing in a sec. This. So chronological misplacing, that's all it is exactly what we're doing. A person or thing that is chronologically out of place. Like if you were to take like a painting like this and have one of the guys holding a cell phone or something like that, like that'd be anachronistic. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically all that's going on here. It's all anachronistic. I'm trying to think of what else could be there. I mean, it'd be funny to have like more vampires than should exist right now in the background or something. Like there's fucking like 7 vampires. They're just like walking around. Like we could do anything, you know. But just things. So now Ye is basically trying to put together broadly what's happening, and I think he should be able to pretty much discern what's about to happen, pretty much accurately. As in, see the second about to make a horrible decision. Nay's going to be behind it. I mean, yeah, that works because he knows that.
Yeah, but it's the reason why he pushes them into the kiln. But then he pulls the axe out, chop the door down to get him out of the kiln.
Yeah.
But he's essentially too late.
That's good. All right, yeah, that's what happens. So, okay. So, yeah, all we're going to need is some words. It would be cool if he found something, if he noticed something, there was something specific. I mean, I'm not talking literally, but like something literal. I'm not saying literally this, but like something literal, like he opens a drawer and there's some kind of a fucking paper in there that who knows, some kind of information, a literal birth certificate, not literally, but like I want that moment where it's like it's
his lines.
Yeah, during his lines he'll be talking about
the piece of paper he finds is his lines.
Where what? Oh, he finds his lines.
The piece of paper he finds is his lines.
That'd be funny. That'd be really good. That's not bad at all. Yeah, something like that. Finding his lines would be really cool. Finding the script or something. That's not bad. That's funny, but that's not just anachronistic. That's like so fourth wall breaking. I wonder if I don't know, but that's definitely in a better direction. Yeah, than what I said. Yeah, something like that. Like something like he really, or even just noticing something else on someone else in the crowd. You said he notices his hand. That's a big one. But I want to make sure that what he's realizing is that there was this horrible thing in the past where the mother of the devil cheated on the mother of Satan specifically, right? Or Lucifer. It's actually technically Lucifer. That's funny because if we look at
maybe I'd make that the tarot card story.
Yeah, mother of Lucifer and the wife of God. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But I wanted to make sure that the audience can also see what he's noticed or something. Like not see it, but like it's a manifest thing is what I'm saying. I want it to be an actual thing. That's what I think. You don't have to make it like that. It could be just magic. I get that. But it would be cool if I just think that'd be cool for a certain moment of realization. The tarot cards could do it, but it'd have to be very distinct and still give him like some kind of like thing he suddenly orders out in his head. He's like, oh wait, looking at these tarot cards and then looking at what's going on. That'd be cool. The tarot cards could somehow lead to him to make a connection about what's actually going on in the house. That could be very cool. That's starting. Yeah, the tarot cards could work, but I think it should still be that the tarot cards then lead him to realize something real, and that real realization leads him to know that there was something horrible that happened. This amnesia was cast, and then to further realize that between Evil being gone in the woods, Nastan suddenly becoming this weird, unhuman thing, and see the second now seeming to be entertaining some dark philosophies, something very fucking bad is about to happen. He knows the catalyst, and so now he knows that it's getting to a head here. And I think that if the tarot cards communicate that, that'd be cool. It's still playing cards though, so it'd be a hard thing to do. It'd be a hard thing to do, but we'll have to look at some playing cards. I mean, there's one where a king is committing suicide. Do you know about that card?
Yeah.
We can look at it. We can figure it out. Yeah, man. I don't know. There's a lot we can figure out. Yeah, I like that idea. Sorry, I am just like brainstorming now. I'm trying to like, okay. All right. Well, yeah, then we'll figure that out. But that's what I want. So basically, I'll just put a note right here through these lines and in here. I just want to make sure. I'll put a note. We just need the specific moment and way that Ye figures out. Specific moment. And I'll put way internal thoughts, which is Ye's. What would you say? It's his reasoning. He discern, which is Ye discerning what's happened and realizing what will happen. And then so he basically pushes the second into the kiln. Ye pushes him into the kiln, or Ja does?
Yeah, Ye.
Right.
Ye pushes him in the kiln because he knows Helena's going to be showing up.
Okay. This is why I think. This is what I think. I think we need. Yes, That's why. That's basically all I'm saying. We just need a moment before the kiln, where Ye. Yeah. We just need a moment before the kiln, so we could even be talking to see the second. It'd be even more interesting if he is consciously. He's able to make the tarot cards, like he's able to choose the right tarot cards, as if like imagine if you had a deck and you were like, okay, I'm going to pull out the 4 of hearts, I'm going to pull out the 7 of spades. Like it might be more interesting. He's realized what's happened before the kiln, and then in the kiln, he's doing a conscious tarot reading. Like it's not him not knowing what the next card is. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Like imagine someone's giving you a tarot reading, but they weren't just putting down cards and interpreting it afterward. They were speaking a language with the cards they're pulling. They're telling you something intentionally, like a stacked deck. That's basically what it is. Yeah. It'd be like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And putting all your most powerful cards at the very top of the deck or something like that. Yeah. So that's all we need. We just do them beforehand, and then I think that'd be cool. But you could also have him. You can, whatever you think is right. I mean, obviously you're the not only the better writer, but the writer here.
I like that so much better because that fits. Because that is essentially the way I took I made a story out of like looking at the nuances of the playing card deck. A few cards that I drew. That's basically I'm gonna but in reverse.
Yeah.
To make the scene fit.
Even just inserting like a small amount of like basic numerology is like not hard to do.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Especially if we could have someone with 7, 8, 9. That'd be funny.
Yeah. What I did real quick was for the scene before C the second shows up and he goes, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here." I took the big chunk that kind of fits Funky after he pushes him into the kiln and put that in.
It's kind of cool that this is just dumb spitballing with symbolism, but it's kind of cool that 666 represents the devil, 777 represents God, and 999 is upside down 666. such that it could represent our main character. 999 could. So 666 and 777, 8999, which is an upside down 666. Like something like that. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Because like he is the upside down 666 in a sense. He's the one who is, you know, the hero of our story, I guess you could say. The opposite of yeah, he's the one who poses our main character Nay. And it is God and Nay who come in and do what they do in the kiln. 666 and 777, 8999. And that'd be, then you really know he knows what cards he's pulling out, because it's like it's way too much to be just chance. He's pulling out 3 6s in a row, 3 7s. So it's like it says everything. It says that he knows what he's doing with the cards. He's telling a specific story. But you don't need that one. It's just like things like that are what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
You can make it even, you can go even further than that, you know, you could say, you could have him pulling out a lot more cards than that, who knows. Yeah, stuff like that, yeah. That'd be cool. This is really good, Brian. Like, so
yeah. So where was, I mean, we could make that a whole little freaking musical note too, but where was it that you wanted to put the song that was basically him?
And what?
The song that you wanted to have.
For which part? For after it happens? Like the ending song?
No, Yay. You said there was a song that fit really well for Yay.
In the kiln? Yay in the kiln?
No, not Yay in the kiln.
Oh, Yay. Oh, yeah. That would be before, that would be when you figure things out. So the first half of the song, he hasn't realized things yet. The second half he has. We could even put in a set of things that happen. And then I guess he takes a second to the kiln in my mind.
What song was that?
It's not in the music because it was written afterwards. Because basically I knew I wanted another, we needed both Ye to figure out his amnesia. We need a scene for that, and we need music for Al, who wants to play, who's agreed to play Ye. So it was just something I wrote afterwards. I could find that because I think it's just in my bag, and I'll find it once we get off here, because I'm almost positive it's in my book bag, and then I'll just write the lyrics out and send it to you so you can see it. Okay.
I'll put a note on there about the song, so I don't forget that.
Cool.
I'm gonna do a little more chopping on the. I'm gonna put a note on this for myself. Pop that on there.
Okay. This is cool. Yep. All right. Do you have anything you want to still go over?
So far, no. I got some reworking to do with conversation. I gotta clean up the bottom half of everything that I pasted in. And they'll use what we put together in the notes at the end to kind of resend you the stuff that I pasted in to just help fix and clear that up and make it a little more cohesive when it's read through.
Okay. All right. This is cool. I mean, I'm gonna be looking over it too. I mean, I should be on tomorrow again, and I don't feel nearly as sick anymore, so I shouldn't have any trouble working.
That's good.
It's tomorrow, just Saturday, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to be doing some running, picking some stuff up.
Oh yeah.
Sunday, I got my dad's birthday and Andy's dinner. And then Monday, me and May are doing her birthday.
Cool. Well, I mean, I'll
So-
still look over this stuff anyway if you don't mind. And I won't.
Oh yeah, well, the cool thing is I can access it on the computer.
Yeah.
And also the tablet, so I can slap the tablet out and scroll through things too, which is nice. It makes like moving things around easier with the computer, which is cool.
All right.
Because I can actually click and drag with the mouse instead of using my finger to highlight and
Yeah.
scroll through shit at the same time.
Yeah.
But typing is easier on the tablet, which is
Yeah,
sweet.
I guarantee it is. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you soon. This is really cool, man. Thanks for doing all this. This is really great work. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, well, wouldn't be able to do it without you. Got everything helped put together.
Well, I'm just glad it's looking. I'm glad it's looking so good. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon. By the way, I'm not
Mm.
at George's anymore. I
Oh
tell you,
no.
no, I'm not. Did I
Oh,
not
is
tell you
that
about, did I not tell you about that?
no? That a fun story?
Not really. No, it's
Yeah.
no. I just think that I don't know why they wouldn't tell me why.
No fist fighting type stuff.
Nothing happened. I didn't do anything wrong. No, just was running the event.
Consist
There,
consistency and challenge, man.
there was no there was no like Christian was smoking weed in the back. Like it wasn't like anything like that. Like nothing happened. You know, I just
Nothing scandalous. They're just like,
I wish I could say I got in some like fight with one of the bartenders or something. Well, they're both women, so maybe not that, but no, no. I was just doing my job. But it's cool. It's what it is. But yeah, I'm not there anymore, which isn't a big. I don't know. It's not that bothersome to me. I've been getting a lot done, so it's what it is. But yeah, we'll keep working on this.
cool.
All right, I'll talk to
I
you.
mean,
What's up?
it was a block. I mean, the one thing that I talk about with people that do YouTube and do a lot of influencer type stuff, they just keep going with the same thing continuously. I'm like, you gotta give yourself seasons, man. You can't just keep making the show every day, every week.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta give a block and then alter it and give it a nice dynamic.
Yeah. You mean as regards me? What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, just in general, like YouTubers in general, they'll like balls walls, like try to put out 2-3 videos a week, like every week, and they don't ever give themselves a break, let alone like any kind of like change or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I feel like a lot of that they're missing the whole concept of how shows used to like go for a season, and then they could revamp and completely like rechange the entire show with the same cast, and it still continues on, but it's got fresh new
Yeah.
depth to it, and then you can go back and forth, gives them kind of a break in between.
Yeah. No, it's definitely true. I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think I'll be getting a lot done, probably at a good pace anyway, especially with how everything's changed. Like, I'm glad we're getting this done still, and it'll be cool, man. Well, hey, I'll talk to you soon. I mean, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow, but you say you're probably busy all day, but it's not a big deal. And I'll make sure to get as much looked at as I can, man. Thanks for all the work. Looks good.
Oh yeah, man.
All right,
Appreciate it.
I'll talk to you soon, man. I'll make sure getting the Discord thing set up too. I know it took like a ton of aggravating work, so thanks for that.
It was easy. I went to the website and it was like, "You want to do it on the website?" I went, "Yeah, let me try it." And then it was like, "Your camera's not working," and I was like, "I accidentally downloaded it anyways," and it just pops up every time I turn my computer on. I'm like, "Okay."
Cool. All right, cool, man. Well then, yeah, I'll talk to you soon. See you soon. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye. Notifications on here.